Although we can express lines by trend and plunge, it is difficult to operate on them using these measurements. In this lecture, we will look at how to express lines as vectors. This makes possible to operate on them using linear algebra. To start with, we need to define a Cartesian coordinate system in 3 dimensions. This system has 3 orthogonal axes, x1, x2, and x3. This figure shows the 3-dimensional Cartesian coordinate systems most frequently used in geology. These coordinate systems are right-handed. That means that if you hold your right hand with the thumb pointing in the direction of the first axis, x1, the other fingers will curl from the positive direction of the second axis, x2, towards the positive direction of the third axis, x3. The east, north, up coordinate system is used more in topography and geophysics. The north, east, down coordinate system is used more in structural geology. Vectors are denoted by non-capital, bold letters. They have 3 components in 3 dimensions, v1, v2, and v3. Using index notation, a vector can be expressed as vi, where I is equal to 1, 2, or 3. The magnitude of a vector is the square root of the sum of its squared components. This is a scalar. If each of the components of the vector is divided by the magnitude of the vector, the result is a unit vector, a vector with magnitude 1. A unit vector is symbolized with a hat on top. There is a very important property of unit vectors: the components of the vector are the cosines of the angles the vector makes with the axes of the coordinate system. We refer to these cosines as the direction cosines of the vector, and we call them cosine alpha, for the cosine of the angle the vector makes with the first axis of the coordinate system. Cosine beta, for the cosine of the angle the vector makes with the second axis. And cosine gamma, for the cosine of the angle the vector makes with the third axis of the coordinate system. For example, in a north, east, down coordinate system, a line can be represented as a unit vector. The angles that the line makes with the north, east and down axes of the coordinate system are alpha, beta, and gamma, respectively. The direction cosines of the line are cosine alpha, cosine beta, and cosine gamma. This case is for a line plunging east. Notice that since the line makes an angle of 90 degrees with respect to north, the direction cosine with respect to that axis, cosine alpha, is 0. The direction cosine with respect to east, cosine beta, is the cosine of the plunge of the line, and the direction cosine with respect to down, cosine gamma, is the cosine of 90 minus plunge. It is easy to compute the direction cosines of a line from the trend and plunge of the line. We just need to use these equations. The figure to the left shows the angles and direction cosines of the line with respect to the axes. You can use this figure in trigonometry to verify that these equations are correct. The sign of the direction cosines is very important. A line plunging downwards will have cosine gamma positive. If this line plunges to the northeast, both cosine alpha and cosine beta are positive. If the line plunges to the southeast, cosine alpha is negative and cosine beta is positive. If the line plunges to the southwest, both cosine alpha and cosine beta are negative. And if the line plunges to the northwest, cosine alpha is positive but cosine beta is negative. So, the signs of the direction cosines tell us in which direction the line is plunging. It is also possible to go backwards and compute trend and plunge from the direction cosines of the line. These 2 equations allow us to do that. For calculating the trend using the second equation, there is a minor problem because the arctangent function delivers 2 possible azimuth angles of opposite direction. Therefore, one should decide which azimuth to use based on the sign of the direction cosines. To better understand these concepts, please read these sections in our Computational Geosciences resource. And here is an exercise that tests your knowledge. You can try solving this exercise first by hand, and then using the Python scripts we will introduce in class.